And that was a scary moment at the time. A lot of people, as your career was arcing, wouldn't have made the choice to come out. The press could have gone one way or the other. But you just made that decision.
Well, I'd come out 6 years before. So I'd actually come out in '85, and my career was taking off in '91.
Okay.
So I told friends, and then I sort of put it back in the box in a way. And I went down and became a street performer, and I didn't tell anyone there that I was transgender, or transvestite as I called it then. The names keep shifting. Like
You're trans now. It was transvestite.
it was TV when I first. Well,
Right.
transvestite was a bad word. What a negative word. So I was TV. I am TV. And people said you're television. It was TV and TS, transsexual TV. That was TS and TV. So I said I'm TV. I'm TV. TV. And people went, what? And then I thought, actually, no, I'm going to reclaim the whole big word, and I'll put action transvestite and executive transvestite. I started building these little sound bites that were positive, because I knew if I talked about it endlessly, I could get loose and throw away about it. So that's what that got to. And then the word moved to transgender, and then trans, and so I said, okay, I'm transgender. And then someone said, I thought you were transvestite. Well, it's the same thing, but vestite implies it's all about the clothes, whereas in fact it's genetics. I'm quite sure it's genetics. They're going to find the genetic strains in there, and I've got...
When you were 4, you knew.
Yeah, I was 4. I knew that I had these feelings. I didn't know quite exactly what was going on.
Yeah, those boobs were cool. That dress was cool. I want to wear that. You had these feelings.
The girls, you know, if a boy was wearing a dress, and I heard about this, and I thought, well, and all the other kids thought it was funny, but I thought, no, that sounds. I'd like to wear a dress. I didn't know why. I couldn't work it out, and I still like girls. So I am this straight transgender, wannabe lesbian, can't explain my...
You said you're a male lesbian, and I've mentioned that to a few people, and my brain does brain tricks with me when I try to think what that means. You describe your version, or your feelings on transgenderism as it's 100% male and maybe 50% female, as in you still have a lot of these lad qualities. You like football, you're hyper-focused.
I wouldn't, I'd say boy qualities. I know lad implies,
Okay,
and I never had that. I never said, go and get drunk in the bar. I never could get the drink thing going. But very focused, wanted to be special forces, wanted to do paratroops or Marines, and then to go into the SAS. That was a distinct plan that I was obsessing on until I decided to drop it, because I wasn't sure which war I'd be sent to do. And I feel, having just met guys from the SAS recently, what I've done is like civilian special forces. That's what my career has been. I'm doing stuff that is off the map,
right,
or pieced. No one's guiding me, no one's helping, no backup. Not life dangerous. Well, I don't know, walk around in a dress, you get... I went to the whole of France, and I just had one 16-year-old girl shout, dégueulasse, I mean, disgusting, she said.
That was it, though, just one.
Was that it? Oh, and I had a fight with some other, it was teenage kids, they give you the hardest time. Adults go, and I give off non-victim vibes. I give off non-victim vibes. It's quite 30 years worth of confidence building.
Can you describe what that's like, giving off the non-victim vibes?
Non-victim vibes is, it's probably a bad name, it's just, well, it's the inverse of victim. If someone looks at me, I will look back at them, and I will attempt to outstare them until they're going, oh, I don't know what I'm looking at. Maybe not Nazis with knives out and whatever, but I will stand my ground. They say when you're riding a bicycle, claim the road, and it's better for you to... You heard about this theory? I claim.
Right, but you're not aggressive, but you claim it. You're like, I own this.
Yeah.
I'm not projecting it on you,
no,
but I am here.
But I've started walking along the street and actually looking at people. And if someone looks at me, I will stare them out. And I'm not sure if I should be doing this, because I don't know if it's being a bit too overt. Teenagers have the biggest problem. It's teenagers. So I had another group of teenagers I had a bit of a contretemps with, and they were making weird noises at me in a train station in Antibes, where I used to sleep on the bench there when I was about 18. So I'd left the building, and I went back in to confront them and said, il y a un problème, no, soyez cool, just be cool, be cool. And this guy's going, this kid's just going, so you do blowjobs, you do blowjobs? I said, just be cool, just be cool. This is all in French going on. And they're giving me negative shit and stuff. And I thought, okay, you've just got to learn, you know, just live and let live, be cool. Everyone's got a right to be everywhere, you know. So I walk out the door, and then the other performer I was working with a stand-up. Yassine Bellous, he's known from being on comedy on television, and they went, "Hey, Yassine," so they knew him. That was interesting. So I thought, actually, I'm going to go back and stand next to Yassine. And so Yassine's going, "What's going on here?" Because he'd heard something's going on. You giving this guy a hard time because he's a good comedian, you know, he's a friend of mine. So you're cool with me, then you've got to be cool with him. And then, so then it was taking sides. And so they said, so he said, "Are we all cool now?" And they said, "Sort of." And he says, "Okay, we'll do a selfie." And then the boys were not cool, and all the boys, it's on the Twitter. They got these three boys sauntering off in the background, and the girls decided to stay, and they were okay with it. There was one young woman there who was okay with it, but there was this barrage of negativity coming in. So anyway, I will fight this thing. I found usually they're not so overt and aggressive. They were going to giggling and whispering and giggling. And I found this thing that if I see that happening, I will actually go and stand next to them and get my phone out and just start fiddling about and texting next to the group.
Okay. Give them the proximity.
Yeah, makes giggling and you can feel that uncomfortable. So we're ready to giggle and point, and he's standing right next to us.
So you're starting a conversation basically by doing that.
No, I'm not talking to them.
But I know, but you are. You're engaging them.
I wouldn't say conversations. Okay. I am actually causing instead of them causing mild to mid-level humiliation to me, I'm causing their negative output to feed back on themselves. It's almost like they're getting feedback. So they're going, what? And because they're less aggressive, so it's kind of safer for me, they're not going, "You're a fucking wanker, we hate you." They're going, I wish he was further away, because that's the bubble coming out of their heads. I wish he stood further away, because then we could all point and giggle, and we could sort of giggle at the fact that we're not him, and our lives are better, because that's what gossip is essentially about, is raising your own social status while lowering someone else's.
To watch the rest of this fascinating interview, click on the link below and go to londonrealacademy.com. There you can sign in with your social media login and watch the rest of the episode for free, along with all of our episodes on London Real, my webinars, and all of our premium content, all located over at londonrealacademy.com. So click on the link below, you'll be directed there, and you can watch the rest of this fascinating interview, and I'll see you there.